Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Martin Rykov. I'm the Social Inclusion Project Manager of EFDN, and then today I'm going to present you our program Community Champions League. First of all, I would like to thank you for attending the Community Champions League presentation. So if you have any questions during the presentation, please ask them in the chat box, and my host, ETS, will forward me your questions during the presentation. I will try to answer your presentation during the presentation. If it's not possible, I will answer your questions after the presentation, or you always can contact me as well on my email address, which I will forward you afterwards. So to start with, here's a small table of content which I'm going to present to you today. First, about the overall information, the background of Community Champions League and the history of it, the main objectives which you would like to achieve through the Community Champions League, an in-depth explanation about the CCL methodology, afterwards followed by the activities, the rules and the point system, the benefits for the partners and the participants, and what kind of support you can get from EFDN in case you would like to join the Community Champions League next school year 2021-22. Start with a small background history regarding the Community Champions League. Well, the CCL competition has been delivered first by NAC Breda in 2007 under the name of the NAC Street League. By then, the competition started with 12 teams divided in two groups of 6, and they were playing twice against each other. The major reason why NAC Breda started with the Street League competition by that time was that NAC Breda wanted to get in touch with participants or with youngsters who were not supporters of NAC Breda, and secondly, as well, they wanted to start with the CSR activities with a project which was linked to the business core of NAC Breda. Furthermore, one of the major ideas behind the competition by then was as well that youngsters from different districts could engage with each other and based on football, not only play against each other, but play with each other. The recruitment of the participants and the setup of the teams has been made by the participants' postal code. So each team consisted of 10 participants living in a district with the same postal code, or if there were not enough players, at least they came from the same district. Nowadays, NAC Breda is still delivering successfully the CCL competition and has expanded this in 3 different versions. There's like the NAC Street League, the NAC Lady Street League, and the NAC Junior Street League. The only major difference between now and then is that nowadays the competition in NAC Breda is linked to the schools. Later on, I will tell you more what the difference is between if you recruit your participants through the school system or by postal code as well. So, in between 2007 and now, there were like 15 other clubs in Europe as well who were delivering the Community Champions League. Mainly, most clubs were in the Netherlands, but also some abroad. So that comes to now, current stage of 2021. We have like 9 of our partners who together we coordinate the Community Champions League throughout Europe. There's 9 clubs of 8 different countries which come from Scotland, Belgium, the Netherlands, England, Portugal, Germany, Hungary, and Norway. The following teams were this year playing the Community Champions League are the following teams at the moment, which is Fundação Benfica, Chelsea Foundation, Club Brugge Foundation, Ferencváros, NAC Breda, our friends from Feyenoord Rotterdam, Vålerenga, SV Werder Bremen, and Aberdeen FC Community Trust. What are the main objectives of the Community Champions League? Well, first is also like tackle racism, discrimination, violence, and sport, which is mainly achieved through the CCL games and the workshop and teach them the real values of sports. Besides of this, we also promote the social inclusion between youth from different backgrounds, teach life skills, tackle small street crimes, promote positive and active citizenship, promote voluntary activity, teach children good sportsmanship, and promote positive engagements from parents, family, friends, and neighborhoods. But the last one, I will tell you a bit later, a bit more about it. So, as previously indicated, there are 2 existing methods to recruit your participants. First is the school competition. The second we call the community program, where you recruit your participants based on the postal codes. Both sides have like advantages and disadvantages, which I will shortly highlight to you. So the advantages, if you would set up a school competition, or like where schools are playing against each other, are so it's easier to set up the CCL competition. The major responsibility lies on the clubs itself and the teachers, and the recruitment of the participants is less consuming as schools are playing against each other. And of course, also less volunteers are needed because of most of the time the schools are engaged during the competition itself. The disadvantages, if you have a school competition, is also that you have not that many volunteers activities. The districts are involved that deeply into the competition. It creates less friendships among the participants because, like most of the time, the schools, also the kids in the schools, they know already each other already the whole year. The sense of community engagement within the different districts is less strong, and less support from friends, parents, and family from different districts. Because like most of the times what we have at the moment, the games are delivered during school time. So the parents and neighbors can't come to join the games because they are working or they have other activities to do. Moreover, you rely as well a bit on the age group of the different classes. What are now the positive or the advantages of the community program if you recruit your participants by the postal code is that communities and districts are much more involved in the competition. There's much more support and engagement from all the parties. Youngsters create new friendships with others from the same district they haven't met before or for living in the same area. There are more voluntary activities, a bigger link and connection between the participants, the neighborhood and different communities, and more responsibility also lies on the team and the participants itself. And at the end also, you can determine by yourself your own age group. As you can see as well here in the brackets, we say between 7 and 12 years old and 12 and 15 years old. Why we say this? Because the school system always diverse a bit between the different countries as well. One country, the kids are staying 1 year longer in primary school, the others not. So that's why we say 7 and 12 and 12, 15. For community programs, we always say between 10 and 13 years old. Looking at our partners at the moment, and also what we would recommend you is like that you take the class of the 2 last years of primary school. So it will be normally it's the 5th and the 6th grade normally. So those kids are all between 10 and 12 years old. So there are also like different options for the CCL competition. So you can see that you can do like a boys street league only with boys, only a girls street league, or even a mixed street league. Our partners mainly they all do the mixed street league where boys and girls are playing in team together and play against each other as well. But we can also create other opportunities like our colleagues from Mac Breda. They are currently busy to set up in a community champions league for kids with a mental and physical disability. So as you see, you have different options as well, how you want to set up your community champions league. So to give you a small background as well regarding the Community Champions League, all the partners are using the same framework, but have customized their competition to the needs and possibilities. So for example, like here in the Netherlands, nearly or even each team has their own local pitch within their neighborhoods, which can consider as their stadium while they are playing the Community Champions League. Since here in the Netherlands, each neighborhood has at least one local pitch, free accessible pitch, if not even two. That makes it easier here to set up the competition and divide all the teams. But unfortunately as well, not every team has the advantage that you can assign one team to one pitch. So many clubs as well are still lacking the infrastructure or don't have many public football fields, but they will find options or they customize it onto their own needs and what's there at the moment. So for example, one partner is selecting 3 accessible football pitches within their city. So that means that they cooperate with different schools together and the games are held on the school grounds of the different schools who are involved within this project. The advantage is that many youngsters or the rest of the class can support the team while they are playing football games, but disadvantage is that the whole community involvement and engagement is less strong. Another example is that also one of our partners is often struggling with bad weather, and it's not even the Netherlands or England. So therefore, here they invited all the teams into the gym hall, and there where all the games are held. So if the weather is very good, so they can also go outside, but as you see, they also have backup options in order to keep the competition running as well. And what clubs also reported back to us, so they have established cooperation with local schools, governments, housing corporation, grassroots clubs, and many more as well. What are the requirements? What do you need in order to start with the Community Champions League? At least you need one local pitch, is it concrete, artificial, or it's grass. You need participants, volunteers, and staff members. The rules, the point system is very important as well. And ideally also a ball ground that you can start playing your football games. One point which I didn't mention as well, but it's also linked here, is of course you also need referees in order to run the games. Mostly they are the referees are made by the volunteers themselves as well. We also advise, like here, the CCI competition, that it's set up from a professional football club as well. Just to give you like small thing behind, so you can see on the right side, you can see like a banner as well, which says meedoen is belangrijk dan winnen, which means that joining is important and then winning. So you see, it's all about the community engagement, and it's more than football. How are the activities now set up for the whole Community Champions League season as well? So the entire season starts between August and September and finishes in June, July. Why we say August, September? Because the schools always start at different times. In some countries it starts in August, and some in September as well. Match days are held during the season, normally 5 games before the winter break and 5 games after the winter break. During the winter break, to keep the kids engaged to the project, we would the educational workshops are delivered. In general, there are always 4 per season as well. How does it look like more specific? How does the entire framework look for the Community Champions League as well? Well, first you will start with a kick-off sports event, so which is organized by the clubs and by the coaches and the volunteers as well. It is recommended to hold the event on a neutral space, and also most likely depends as well on the country, to do it on a Sunday afternoon where you don't clash with local football games or with other activities of the football club themselves. Here the participants, they have then the opportunity, if you do, let's say, for the postal code, get to know each other for the first time, make them familiar with the CCL competition and all the rules. Overall, now is the first opportunity to explain the concept and the format of the program, and stress the importance of good behavior, both and on the pitch, as a basis for collecting points. So the training sessions are normally held between the kickoff event and the match day. So this gives the participants of the team the possibility to get to know each other and set up a plan for the whole year, how they want to compete in the Community Champions League as well. As mentioned already quickly before, as well, workshops have been delivered, mostly with wise during the winter break as well, because normally in most countries during the winter you can't play outside. And besides of this, we also have the community activities, which are come later on as well, and the final local event where the clubs are invited to determine who is the local Community Champions League winner and which team collected the most fair play points as well. And at the end, every local winner of the competition will be invited to the final European CCL tournament, which I will explain you a little bit more later about it as well. So, what kind of activities has a club need to run for one club in total? So at least you need 12 teams, 10 players in each team. You have one kickoff event in the stadium or in the city center or a neutral space, 48 trainings in total for the team, 60 matches, so everyone plays 10 games, 5 at home, 5 away. 4 workshops, 60 community contribution, 5 per team. Later I will tell you a bit more about it, and 1 local final event as well. Here's a schedule from our friends from Wijn of Rotterdam, how it could look like over a whole year. But as you can see, they started once in October with the kickoff meeting, had 5 games, did their workshop during the winter break, and then after, when in March the weather is getting better again, they continued with the competition, and in May they finished with a local final event as well. What are the rules of the Community Champions League? Since it's like a street league competition and a street field, so there are no corners, which equals, so 3 corners, 3 corners is a penalty. Every pitch, of course, also depends on size, and they're all different. So it's up to you to decide if you better do 4 against 4, 5 against 5, or 6 against 6. But 6 against 6 is really the maximum which we advise you to do. Since most games are played on concrete or on artificial grass, no or minor physical contact is allowed, no slides, and you can rotate the whole time, so you can substitute as many players as you want during the game. If they commit a foul like a lighter tackle, they don't follow the rules, they will get a yellow card, which is considered as -1 point, and a red card is -2 points. The point system overall. So overall, you can win 13 points during a game. So you can get 3 points while winning the game. For professionalism, you get 5 points. You can obtain 5 points in total, and for behavior as well, 5 points. See, so the home team needs to clean the venue, make clear that everything is arranged when the away team is coming. They also get points if they're all on time. 1 point if they're wearing the CCL kit, and arrange drinks for the opposition at halftime for home teams, but that's when there's no corona, so the rule will have to change slightly as well if it continues. Behavior, so in total a team can get 5 points maximum for good behavior, and it's up to the volunteer or the referee to assess between 0 and 5 points their behavior during the game as well. Besides the game, they also have the social action project. We also call it community engagement, community contributions as well, where each team can get 5 points maximum per team, and in total they're allowed to do 5 community contributions per season. Of course, it's never allowed, it's never forbidden to do more, but they only will get a maximum of 5 points for 5 community contributions as well. Besides as well, there's also a team leader meeting. So for every team leader coming, the team will receive 5 points. For the workshops, if they all attend per team, they will get 5 points. And attending the kickoff event is also 1 point per player. And as you can see as well, for the community contribution as well, the assessment also depends on the originality, the difficulty, and the impact of this small assignments. Besides of this, what I say as well, supporters involvement is always nice when a lot of supporters are there, when friends, family, the neighborhood can come to watch. There's also a point system, 1 point for 10 supporters. The maximum is 3 points for 30 supporters. If there are more, that's always good, but we decided at 3 points we're going to stop. They can't get more than 3 points in total. To summarize very quick, like how the point system is, so you can see they can get extra points for good behavior, but also get like a reduction of points for bad or unwanted behavior. It applies for all the activities, match clinicals, the sessions, and not only fair point, but also like for fair support. As you could see in the pictures before, they created banners, or they can create songs to support their team or even the opposition team as well, or they can create their own mascot. So it's also up to the team itself to be creative and to support them as the best possible. Fair play support. So regarding fair play support as well, as mentioned, so the winner will join the European League, and it's also recommended that each team will arrange some rewards and incentive prizes for the local winners as well. This can be pen stickers, programs, match day tickets. It's up to the club themselves to determine what kind of rewards they would like to give to their participants as well. Workshop. I said already, workshop. In total, every club will run 4 workshops, mostly during the winter break. These are topics which you can do during the workshop. It's like health, first aid, drugs and alcohol, positive citizenship. It's also recommended that you fit the workshop to the topics, to the values and needs of your participants, or like specific topics you would like to address to your participants as well. So there is freedom to choose whatever you want. Community contribution now as well. So as I said, during the Community Champions League season, every team is advised to do at least 5 contributions. Here you can see small examples of community contribution from last year. So the team was making benchmarking of the neighborhoods with representative local government, clean up the litter in the neighborhood, Clean up fireworks on 1st of January. Fundraising for good causes and support of elderly care. Of course, there are many more community contributions which can be delivered, but it's up to the team themselves to determine what they would like to do. The Community Champions League website. I'm going to quick switch my screen to show you how the Community Champions League look like and what the partners can do with it as well. Just a second, please. So I hope you can all see my screen. So this is the overall Community Champions League website. So this is the major part of EFDN. So you can see you have all the news. Here you have the ranking of all the teams who are participating in the Community Champions League. Unfortunately, you see there's only like few games because due to COVID-19, the season has been on hold. And we hope that in March we can recontinue with the competition as well. Here, clubs can sign up as well if they are interested. We have also some videos and upcoming events. So normally when there's no corona and competition is ongoing, you will see here all the different games which are held during the season. Here you have some news as well. Let me show you like how the club homepage looks like. For example, I take Feyenoord Rotterdam. And so every club who is joining the CCL competition will get their own dictated CCL homepage in their club branded colors as well, of course. So every partner is responsible for their own homepage on the CCL website to implement the content onto the homepage. As you see for Rotterdam, so they have here some news as well. They set up the competition. You can see 2 groups of 6 as well. And here as well, you can add all your partners. EFDN has no power of it, so you can determine your own partner. You can add your own partners here. It's up to you. And EFDN have any influence on this as well. Furthermore, you can see here the competitions as well. So for every participant as well, you can see the competition. You can see the upcoming games, when are the next games, and on which location the games are held as well. Show you another example as well of another partner. Take our colleagues from Werder Bremen. So you can see as well, the whole website is translated in German as well. So every homepage will be taken in their own native language as well. And furthermore, just to show you very quickly, so you can add as well like pictures of your football club, the location where they sit. And normally you also have the games here, but due to COVID-19, it's on hold. So at the moment, there are no upcoming events mentioned on the CCL website as well. Here you can add all your events, the gallery. You can, for the German ones, you can also contact Werder Bremen if you would like to join, as I say, the schools in Bremen, of course, and add your partners as well. I'm going to switch back to my presentation. Just give me a second, please. Okay. So what are the benefits of the past? So these are the benefits which we got already reported back from our partners after the first year of the delivery. So it's a collaboration with a range of different stakeholders, organizations, schools, local authorities, expand the network within the participating communities, participation in the international competition, increase volunteer activities, promote sports among children and youngsters, increase your brand awareness in the city and the different communities as well. The benefits for the participants is gaining life skills, learning good sportsmanship, increased community engagement, increased physical activities, healthier lifestyle, and finding new friends as well. Just to give you like a small point as well. So with our friends of NAC Breda, we are also delivering one of those workshops from the fall during the CCL competition. And when presenting the CCL competition to all the kids and telling them that they can, the winner will join the CCL, the European CCL competition, you can see in the kids really like that's the wow factor. The kids are really start to get even more motivated to be involved in the competition and really do their best to join the international tournament that they can join against clubs outside of the Netherlands as well. Some facts which we have from previous season as well, we got provided from our friends of Bayern Rotterdam as well. So in the questionnaire, 72.2% from the participants say are aware of their social behavior, resulting in less swearing and eating healthier. More than 63% indicate that they play outside more regularly, and 58% said as well that participants have found more than 3 friends, and 35.2% said they have found more than 7 friends. But please also take into consideration that Wynot is also using the postal code system as well. So, if you would like to join the CCL competition, what's the support from EFDN? So EFDN provides with the Community Champions League program guide, which is free accessible on the website. Of course, also this program guide will as well be updated continuously if minor changes has to be made. You will receive your own personalized CCL homepage on the CCL website. You also will receive your club branded CCL logo as well. And of course, you are invited to join the European CCL tournament each year. So afterwards, the presentation will be uploaded on the EFDN conference homepage. Please feel free to download the presentation. If you click on the download button, yeah, you will get immediately the program guide as well. If you have more information about the program, please feel free to contact me under my email address, or you can also reach me on the EFDN conference homepage. I will do my best to answer all your questions during the conference itself. And if you are interested to join the CCL season 2021, here's the link. Please feel free to have a look at it. And if you have any further you want to know more about the Community Champions League, I'm also happy to arrange one to chat with you and to go more in depth in specific topics which you would like to know. So that's it already from my part. I would like to thank you for joining the Community Champions League presentation. I hope you enjoyed it and was informative. I wish you all the best. Stay healthy and have fun with the rest of the conference. Thank you very much and have a good day. Bye.